Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. This is Adinin and today we are playing NBA 2K25. Today's matchup is between the Boston Celtics facing the Detroit Pistons. Alright, let's do this.
Introduce football 5 for your Detroit Pistons. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 12. Tobias man in the middle, standing 6'8", number 28, Isaiah Stewart. At shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 23, Jaden. The other forward position at 6'6" number 9, Arthur Thompson. The other guard at 6'6", number 2, Hey.
Welcome to the New Year's Eve festivities here on 2K Sports. We're ready to bring the year to a close in style. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Berry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jason Tatum.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for the Pistons, Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Stewart in at the center position. Well, Grant, before ringing in the new year, we've got basketball to tend to. Can it be hard for players to stay focused?
Nice.
Not really. I mean, these guys know they have a job to do. Maybe later they'll take part in all the festivities, but for now, it's all business.
Tatum, a screen on Cunningham. Down low.
I mistimed it.
Pass to Stewart. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2
Oh, well.
from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Well, at 6'8", 250, Isaiah Stewart, that's a lot of man to handle.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of this game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Nice.
All right, Brent, what do you see in Isaiah Stewart's game?
Well, coming in, he's always been that junkyard dog mentality, right? Try to play physical, rebound, bump guys around. But there's a little bit more to Isaiah Stewart and the way that he can shoot the basketball, expanding his range and knocking down some three-pointers. So some flexibility and some creativity on the offensive end. And you like how open Stewart has been to evolving his skill set, doing more to space the floor, experimenting with his shot,
Yeah.
trying to modernize
Nice.
his approach as a big to the game.
High percentage look right off the bat.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Nice.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Cunningham with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. And it's Cunningham missing. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Tatum, a screen on Cunningham. To the paint. Tatum can't hit. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend. And Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete, but has become a really good shooter over time, too.
Bad.
We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Appreciate the report, Allie. So it's Boston now, following the score by Detroit. Holiday passes to Porzingis.
Shoot.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
No, sir. Stewart not letting that one go.
5 on the clock. There's Tatum with the 3.
Oh.
Rebound by Detroit. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so close to victory, but let it slip away is frustrating.
You want to respond in kind, but that last game was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. Ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
Here's White following the score by Detroit. Porzingis sets a screen. And
Nice.
hits from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Harris outside. Here's Cunningham going inside. And it's blocked.
Holiday's defense is such a pest down there. Got great length, great feet, and that's a nice block. He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he
Thought I had
can't
it.
get it to go, even with the defense not really effective.
And the bucket is good.
I love this approach.
Come on.
Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Brown passes to Porzingis.
All right.
The layup misses.
Come on.
And Harris has got the ball here for Detroit. Cunningham looking it over. Lets it fly.
Ooh.
And they recover it. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Harris against Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. Harris misses.
Nice.
Boston trailing. Outside Holiday.
Come on, KP.
Porzingis sets a screen. Boston again missing. The Pistons have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Thompson. Brown with some nice D. Boston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. He can't hit that time. Cunningham with some nice D.
Come on.
And here's Detroit. Their
Give
last
me a
meeting was in
break.
Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For the Pistons, Holland, he's checked in for Stewart. Josh Giddey comes in for Thompson, and Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter. All right, and we got a report from Shams Charania with news out of the Western Conference. Shams, take it away.
Thanks. I've just received word on the news out of Phoenix
me.
and the Suns trade with the San Antonio Spurs. They've added Al Horford, who brings his time-tested wisdom to this team with so many huge performances from his many years of service. Horford is a trusted role player and now a champion. He's a great locker room guy as well. So his role as a mentor might be equally valuable for this young talent on this team.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us informed. Much appreciated, as always. And
Nice.
that one's good.
And we've seen Brown take strides as a playmaker out of the pick and roll.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Here's Sasser. Boston pulls it in. 24 seconds left in the first quarter here. There's a screen. The drive by Brown. Uses the glass on the layup.
And this is what makes Brown so dangerous. His ability to slice and dice physical defenses to pieces.
Uh-oh.
Here's Ivy. And again, the
Nice.
Pistons missing.
Uh-oh.
Good if it goes.
Yeah, that one in, yeah.
To the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly. Woo.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Celtics up by 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Josh Giddey out there with Marcus Sasser. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Holland. And it's Chandler in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Pritchard. No made basket. Off the line.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum.
What a pass and what a slam. Tatum finishing off a pretty alley-oop.
And so it's Detroit with it. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. Harris outside. Shoots over Tatum. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Harris has got his second basket of the game. Boston leading by 3. Here's Mason. Holland with a rebound. And the Pistons shooting only 36% so far in this game. Here's Giddey. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Here we go.
Mason. And that one is hammered home.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Changes for Boston. Porzingis comes in for Walsh, and Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. Here's Giddey. Sasser outside. 4-3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
It's funny how much the defense has to focus more on not leaving their man when Giddey has the ball.
Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far.
Yeah.
Putting the size to work.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Now here's Giddey. He's closely guarded. Sasser outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Holland. Boston with a rebound.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Right side Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
We don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
Sasser outside.
Nice.
Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Celtics lead by 6. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
To the inside, the kick to Tatum. Holiday looking for an opening. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, poor Porzingis. A huge target.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time Porzingis in the right spot.
Drew Holiday.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of this one. And it's Giddey off the drive. Sasser outside from downtown. Buries it from 3.
Oh, well.
Sasser's got his second bucket of the night.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Jason Tatum. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Brown. For 3. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. That's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Stewart from Cunningham. And Detroit another 3.
Oh, man.
This attitude on this possession from
They're
Cage.
killing me with their
Really
threes.
confident getting into that J.
You got a piece
Nice
of
block.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Cunningham on the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Cunningham's got 9. And now
Good game
we'll get
so
a
far.
perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out
Yeah.
in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
Now here's Cunningham. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Here's Mason. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Some solid defense from Stewart.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And that one's good. Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Here's Holiday. And it's
Oh,
Harris with the rebound.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the
Nice.
look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Celtics out in front, up by 1. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good defensively. We let our foot off the gas a little bit, so we got to do a better job.
Keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Taking a look here now at Boston, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
Talking Pistons now. Close game so far for them.
If I could highlight one area where they should spend more time, actually it's already painted. Get into the post, take easier shots.
Sounds like sound advice, especially if they had Shaq on the finishing end. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Nice game, great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The Pistons trailing. On the floor for Boston. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pair, White and Brown.
No.
And it's Holiday in at the 1. And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Ahmed Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to
I
get
don't
up
want
off
to challenge.
the floor. And Asar
I'll
came
let
in
it-
a
I'll let
little
it- I'll let
less
it- I'll let
heralded
it
than his
through.
brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
And he can't get the first one.
Nice.
First and foremost, it's the athletic ability and that raw talent. It's there for Asar Thompson. He's just got to keep developing and refining all the little micro skills.
And he's good on the second.
A shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
White, the pass to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Harris. And there's the lob. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
All of that happening because Porzingis moved well off of the screen to find the space.
Detroit has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Back to Ivy. Stewart outside for the lead. The shot no good.
Nice.
The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Tatum. Here's Brown. Wow.
Yeah.
Gutsy finish inside by Brown.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
The 11-footer hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Cunningham's got 11 points.
Some retro action from Cade Cunningham, the mid-range J.
White looking it over. Beyond the arc. Three-pointer
Yeah.
goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Pistons, no movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they're still a legit contender. Not quite meeting expectations, but you just know they're going to be shooting for the top spot as the season rolls along.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Back to Ivy. With the 10-footer. And that's off the glass and in.
Look at the IQ. Such a smart play for a
Oh,
young
come
player.
on. What are we calling timeout for?
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And some of the best high flyers in the NBA. Some of this year's contenders for the dunk contest.
And when you look at the names on that list, you just know that contest has a chance to be special.
You look at Thompson, and he's just short of the #1 spot in the voting. No question, it seems that he'll be a factor in the dunk contest.
Yeah, B.A., you don't want to have to win in the voting to be the winner on the court come All-Star Weekend. I'm sure he's got what it takes to get some 10s from the judges.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Cunningham against Holiday. And here's Harris outside.
Ooh.
The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Harris has got 7.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And he's going for the oop here. And finished off by Tatum.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Cunningham. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Porzingis with a screen on Ivy. Inside. And
Oh, that was terrible. That was very terrible.
Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is grounding into an elite point guard.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Brown. Jaylen Brown. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he makes a first.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
And both free throws good for Brown.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And here's Ivy from the arc. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Brown against Ivy. Pass to Sasser. Back to Ivy.
Oh.
And he makes it on the layup. Ivy's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just
that was filthy.
To go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close range shot.
Here's Mason. Ivy defends. And that one good. Mason's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Ivy up top, defended by Brown. Ivy passes to Stewart. Launches it from deep. The shot won't fall.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Here's Brown. And so he draws the foul.
I was hoping it went in.
Line to shoot a pair.
And sly move by Brown to ensure the foul. He won't pass up on a chance to draw one off you.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Take a break.
2 shots.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for Detroit. Fontecchio's checked in for Stewart. And Moore's subbed in for Ivy. And both free throws good for Brown. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Giddey. Pass to Sasser. Back to Giddey. Six on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Fontecchio. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Mason. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Puts it up from 17. And so it's
Man.
the Boston Celtics finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. We've got Holland, Josh Giddey out there with Marcus Sasser, and it's Chandler in at the center position. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Yeah, elevating his playmaking skills over time, Tatum is a winner who enjoys setting up his teammates.
Pass to Sasser. Back to Giddey. Holland for 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
The shot's good.
Nice.
Pritchard's got his first points of the game.
Oh, how about the pass here from Tatum? Great at involving his teammates.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Ooh. Oh.
Giddey
No.
He's against Tillman. And that one's good. Giddey.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Gators checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Pritchard. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Celtics lead by 10. A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played.
Great job by Holiday keeping his head on a swivel, finding his man with the perfect pass there to finish off the pick and roll.
And Giddey's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Sasser outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Drew Holiday.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
First free throw is good. Kate Cunningham's checked in for more. And that's good as he hits both shots. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Oh, come on. What? I thought I was on holiday. I thought I was on holiday because he reached in. Okay. That was weird.
Last quarter of play.
Oh.
2 minutes in now. Cunningham charges all the way.
And Cade Cunningham has it going. He's playing with tremendous confidence.
And here's Holiday. And he drives in.
Ooh, nice
Thompson
block.
with the block. Outside Holiday. Tries again. He's off on that one.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
Here's Ivy. Denied
Nice.
by Tatum.
There's the length Tatum provides on the defensive side. He can change a game on that end.
Just a superb read on defense to come
No,
up
that
with
was
the
on
block.
Mason.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
I don't know.
Cunningham against Holiday. Ooh, Cunningham making moves inside.
Good eye from the mid-range. It's part of what makes Cunningham so dangerous.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Boston making a switch here.
Get loud for your Pistons breakers dance through.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Tatum, a screen on Thompson, down low. And Tatum,
Nice.
the bucket on the assist by Brown. And the Celtics lead by 10.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Stewart, a screen on Holiday. And here's Cunningham outside. Cunningham!
Oh, wow.
for three.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Porzingis with a screen on Ivy. Here's White. Good on the shot.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Lets it go from the wing. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Great rhythm to Ivy's game in this one. The pull-up, that's a great option.
Boston leading by 7. Pass to Brown. Stolen by Thompson.
Oh.
Harris outside. And here's Ivy from the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Cunningham against Brown. Three-pointer off the mark. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Harris passes to Cunningham. Stewart, a screen on Holiday. There's Cunningham with a 3. Boston pulls it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Brown. No good on the shot. Nice D from Thompson. Detroit has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And again, the Pistons missing. Boston on offense. They lead by 7. Porzingis sets a screen. Oh, there's the alley.
Ooh.
Shot no good. 30 seconds left to play in the fourth. To the paint. Money.
Oh, man, Stewart being the guy to come through. That's a shock.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
Cade Cunningham, first personal foul. First team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Cade Cunningham, second personal foul. Team second. At the line for the Celtics, Holiday.
Shoot 2.
Drew Holiday. 2 shots.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
Come on.
he does
Nice.
get the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. Detroit calls timeout. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
That was the Pistons dancers dancing!
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis grabs the board. And that's an intentional foul.
Cade Cunningham, third personal foul, 13 foul. At the line for the Celtics, Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis, 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw
Nice.
is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. And it's an 8-point ball game. And the Pistons call time here. They're trailing by 8. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Way to go, everyone! Let's hear it for you!
Here's Cunningham. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Some solid defense from Holiday.
Got Jay.
It's Brown on the wing. Hounded by Harris. Shot on the wing. The shot comes out. So we see Boston get the win here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Jason, congrats on the win. How do you prepare yourself to carry such a big scoring load for this team?
Just a lot of hard work. You know, my teammates trusting me and vice versa. So, you know, we do a good job, whoever is hot, you know, getting them the ball, and then just making the right play, whatever it is.
That's what's great about this team. It could be anybody's night. Thanks, Jason.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Thank you for watching. This has been Addy, and if you can please comment, like, and subscribe.